Y'all give it up for Amir one more time. That was that 1 year during Katrina that I had Whataburger. But I still like. I don't eat beef no more. I don't eat beef no more. We about to go into a break, but before I need everybody to pull their phone out. I need everybody. I'm doing a video. All right. You can follow him.com, or if you go right about now poetry, they tag, Done. He held us down. That was one more time. To be responsible.
Ones I choose never really choose me. I be searching for diamonds in the rough, but finding only glass in the sand. And despite how prideful I selected my unnecessary bullshit was about to give love, because tripping with no balance, I can't believe I'm up here. tired. Baby, you're in the building. Oh, okay. I can't be nonchalant no matter how eyes and extra wise and back and forth. They pass in traffic, moving lane to lane. I refrain from not being raw or real. I pick at scars from years ago. The damage, it don't heal. I fall on the ground like Shaquille. I get up, down on the ground like O'Neal. I believe the words I say. Believe the words I say. They make it up. They find their way to. Okay. I don't fake. I don't front. There's no facade. Okay. My life be bumped. I told you that. On Esplanade. Say my prayer, where's the mayor? Go to sleep, I'll wake back up. I wake up in the morning and I write. I put my thoughts. Destiny! Okay. To express, to get what's on my chest off, to let it out just like a cough. Okay. Being lyrical is spiritual. The proof is in the poet, empirical. It's a miracle to go from E rank to S rank like Gino. After slaying demons down, call me Tanjiro, protect my peace like Nezuko. Once a caterpillar, now I'm floating like a bee. Damn, that's the thing. Protect my peace like Nezuko. Once a caterpillar, now I'm floating like a bee. God damn. This is bad. Fight back, fight back. We got it, we got it.
To take a minute to speak in old stage, so do spare me from the insatiable rage. Into a girl. Let's drop it. There is no and there, because I so make sure you listen close and apply. The ancestors all not the ones to provide the promised land. Like this shit ain't bigger than me. Like this ain't about destiny. Like it's not about black and brown legacy. Like this ain't about destiny. Like it's not about black and brown legacy. Like it's not free Congo. Always more real. Thank God I was born a revolutionary. So if you do continue to doubt me, just make sure you just because to the. So if you do continue to doubt me, just make sure you just because to the city. Just.
With this next artist, this piece is released a book and one of the frequency. I'm lying. Am I lying? I'm lying. Am I lying?
Been had hair process. Been had hair process. Just released a book. But I also have to say, I did not sign up for this open mic list, so I've just been upstairs smoking a bunch of weed, so if this performance doesn't translate, just know I'm a great poet, I really am. This whole thing. I can do it myself. That was a great poem. Give it up for that poem. Yeah, that was amazing. We're in some times, and
I think that it's important that no matter where your position, you use your position as a form of protest. And I truly think that poetry can be, it's not necessarily a form of protest. That shit can be used by the empire for propaganda. So like, also, just because you see a poet don't mean they're revolutionary. But I do believe that a poem is a protest. And so you could, come on. With a fat ass suit. With a fat ass suit. On the street. More than chanting down Babylon and setting cop cars, CVS's, and Wendy's on the street. More than chanting down Babylon and setting cop cars, CVS's, and Wendy's on fire. Though I should note, all of those things should continue. And then some. On fire. Though I should note, all of those things should continue. And then some. Seen protests to be the ones who choose the kitchen, the front lines. Be the center who told truths in their classrooms, despite the center who told truths in their classrooms, despite the spinelessness of the tattered textbooks they were given, and the historians choose the old work and words to bring forth the ones whose spells shroud us in a magic that too many of us were taught to fear or be ashamed of. Shroud us in a magic that too many of us were taught to fear or be ashamed of. Protest is the preachers that transmute the pulpit into a soapbox. The ones who are brave enough to name that the fire promised next time has been searing our skin for centuries. The ones who won't let you forget Negro, which is why he had to be resurrected in the first place. I know parenting must be protest. When 7-year-old girls are being swatted down in the grandmother's living rooms like pests. When 12-year-old boys are being slaughtered in the park by pigs for play. I've come to understand that all black parents are Afrofuturists. I've come to understand that all black parents are Afrofuturists. That black birth is proof we believe we will win. We believe our children will exist in a future that we sometimes can't imagine, but we must keep fighting for. So I give thanks to the birthers and all those who labor a future that we sometimes can't imagine, but we must keep fighting for. So I give thanks to the birthers and all those who labor to bring forth our kin, our nascent second string, our rituals of reinforcement. I give thanks to the babysitters and the aunties, the grandparents and the neighbors who might as well be family. Anyone who chooses to stay at home and protect our progeny for the day that they too will choose how and how to resist. Stay at home and protect our progeny for the day that they too will choose how and how to resist. Protest has always been the poets who remember they can be a small spear, a spell, or a shovel. That every stanza can be a sword or a sheath. That every bar can be a brick or a bridge depending on how it needs crossing on calm nights to bring 3. Spear. I will sharpen it with each stroke until each word stings like a bee. As for me, I will never stop speaking like I've swallowed the hive whole, even if the truth stings and swells my own tongue. As for me, you will find me with my notebook and pen in one hand, a matchstick and a can of gasoline in the other, and pen in one hand, a matchstick and a can of gasoline in the other, both always ready and willing to ignite.
And our money all night. But they're also y'all give it up for LB Lyrical Paradise.
It's something about the way he spit. This poet that I met. He be rhyming his rhymes at all the best sets. He revolution. He be rhyming his rhymes at all the best sets. He revolution, you know, evolutionary, but he's talking about sex. Yeah. And I be sitting deep in the back, listening with bated breath, hanging on every word, just hoping I could be the next subject. He write his rhymes too. I'm trying to get lost between his covers. Tangled in his sheets, leaped on blanket, find a little to spend hours on his, tongue. Mirror. While he memorizes my every line and word, he would call me poetry and verb, and I would call him often tongues because he's an expert with diction. And we would only speak in tongues because he's an expert with diction. And when he gets a mention in positioning and prepositions, I find myself instantly twisting in the middle of my seat. I can't keep the undertones of moans just because secretly I hope he hears. I hope sound travel as far as heartstrings do and hours tangled in passing. And I'm really just this close to asking, hey yo. And I'm really just this close to asking, hey yo. Can we fuck? And with any luck, he'll just say yes, and please, and thank you. And he'll stretch me out, like run-on sentences, no commas, because who needs breath? We can catch hours later. That's good imagery, I guess. But I digress. Because this poem might make it seem like I only want him for tonight. But really, it could be 2 nights, or really 2 lives. I'm willing to spend another 2 lives just to sit and listen. Loving him right just might be my very next mission, but I still wonder what he gonna put Missy on. Probably something similar to similes, like down on all metaphors. There I go. Imagining again. There you go. I be fashioning my sins with fashions of him, adorning my smile, then lingering on my chin, and I would show him off every time I grin, and I would honor him, right? By spitting him on mics, and he would glisten in the light. And every time I lick my lips, it's like repetition. I'll be like, when daddy's speaking, pay attention. When he said be quiet, I listen. Because I too am a verbal gymnast. That he would be fascinated by my subject verb meaning. Yeah, that just means that I'm going to do whatever that nigga say. Becomes my next favorite place to sit. If I and you know, if you me on how well I followed them, you know what I'm expecting. Plus, or if he never once gave up, he just grabbed a little something, then he get on stage and fuck shit up, and every time they know that he put on the show, even when he rating from his phone, the boy writing. That's just the kind of shit that the flyer, you know, my black ass doing. You know, because there's something about the way he spit.
What's happening? I'm gonna need a different come on. I'm gonna need a different come on song, Prosper. That wasn't really. Been in my last year doing this for reasons I'll disclose in the near. For reasons I'll disclose in the near future. So I will enjoy every step of future. So I will enjoy every step of it. Y'all ride with me. I did this right about now in Texas, make only about 10 years. So we're gonna bring only about 10 years. So we're gonna bring. I'm torn to tech. My smoke against the canvas of tall white coliseums and things was reaching, y'all. Talking about they was reaching back centuries. I'm dwarfing in the bleached shadows of their history. With small brown bodies like mine, were but minor details in a portrait of American destiny manifest only in the margins. It's footnotes only in the margins. It's footnotes on the pages of recorded history, but right about my thoughts are about Brianna of light Latina hue and American college girl humor. She is a walking library of white supremacist mythology trapped in a mausoleum of mestizo-skinned Brianna. Knowledgeable tour guide who just walked me and some 30 visitors through the pristine halls of the state capitol. The jokes they glint off of her tongue with irony. Her commentary, it clashes with her culture as she speaks of Texas history in the possessive. We were defeated in the Battle of the Alamo in 1836, she says. We rallied back 6 weeks later and won the Battle of San Jacinto, thereby founding the great state of Texas, she continues. And I keep trying to figure out how she managed to fit all her light brown me inside of all that Western white we, how she can so easily mince memories of moccasin shoe mamas beneath the steel toes and stairs of Lone Star boots now walking across the marble floors of her oppressor's history as she speaks. There's a festival going on the front lawn of the Capitol. Her voice, it struggles to be heard above the booming bass lines of reggae tone rhythms blaring from the speakers outside. And I can't help but wonder if the cognitive dissonance inside her head doesn't blare just as loudly. There are women, many of them are Brianna's hue, dancing to her pupils' music. I think they're doing Zumba, or something that English words fail to do justice. And I'm struggling to see how she fails to see the injustice in the story she's been paid to propagate. And can she hear her ancestors' rebuttal thumping through the drums as they echo through the halls of the Texas state capitol? Brianna, can you hear your ancestors calling? At the end of the tour, an elderly white woman asked Brianna, what does the word Texas mean? And she quickly replies, it's a Caddo Indian word for friendship. And I immediately want to look up the word friendship and see if there's anything I missed. Perhaps there are etymological references to blood-splattered chieftains and trails of tears. Maybe these are key ingredients to lifelong bonds and I'm the oblivious one. Or maybe Texas, like Louisiana, like America, like all of the Western wide world is just a really fucked up friend. The kind that vice grips your bones into its handshake until your bones are ground to dust and the remains are left to mix with the blood and sweat of capital gains to form the watered down colors that they use to paint the monuments to their greatness. They'll shade you into their shadows, etch your name into the edges of their borders. Is footnote, loser of the battle, vanquished foe, turned mascot, misguided tour guide through the halls of another man's history. Never its foundation is keeper of this land before a hostile takeover. Is blood rights to this ground before oil rape. Texas. If you are friendship, then what do I call my enemy?
Y'all give it up one more time, y'all. I love it, brother. Y'all give it up for prime time. That boy was down all night, all good news, and I have bad news. So I'm gonna get the bad news first. The bad news is, unfortunately, I have to close the open mic. Okay. I have to close it, sorry. So if you are on the list, please don't charge heart or my brain. It's just the time limit. We gotta be out of here at a certain time. And we gotta honor the feature who's about to blow us away. So that's the good news. The good news is we about to call up our last poet of the night, who's amaze us. Because this poet is one of the winning poet with the group and alone. With the group and alone. Has been selling jewelry all night. So if you bought anything yet, by the at the table, because starting this year, all this poet is a poet. That's how he make his bread. That's how he make his money besides selling the jewelry. So full-time artists, and I need y'all to put y'all hands together for one of the most speakers on this planet. I need y'all to put y'all hands together for Akim.
Wow, how y'all doing, New Orleans? My name is Akim Olage, and I'm 6'4". I'm an architect. I'm a jewelry designer. Feel like since I'm telling you everything else about me, you might as well know I have one sister, 3 brothers. I'm vaccinated, and my favorite movie is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The original, not that old shit. The original from the 90s, because that. All right, so I do my features a little bit different, right? I basically do them how I was born, as backwards. So I'm going to do the poem first, and then I'm going to talk about it. That's cool, y'all? Going to start off with something new. Literally new shit. I finished it in the back. They say it's rude to watch intensely when someone is consuming food. That your optics on their meal can cause nervousness, can cause the fork to slip, can make the peas roll to the floor. Me, I like to cheer the consumption of cuisine, especially when the nourishment being served appears to always taste inedible. When it smells like obstacles, looks like you were never supposed to sit at the counter to order that, like Gold Society has deemed that you should never seek to ingest. So when I say lyrical paradigm ate that, it means milked and did her body good. Got her holding the enzymes to making money while the whole world tells her her stomach should be intolerant. When I say frequency ate that, I'm talking about their intellect be delectable, watch their body be banging, being fine as wine, take one sip of their poetry per day to prevent cardiac arrest. When I say that all the poets tonight, especially Safi, ate that, meaning that he turned words into beef broth and stewed their metaphor means I'm rooting for you, meaning we all should be rooting for you. We all should cheer when we see others eat. I know firsthand that eating is a product of working overtime, cooking, watered from the tears of your ops, body your moments, feet aching because of all the prep time, exhausted from the demand to produce. The constant pressure compresses all the carbon in your body. Some will call this exhaustion. You just call it the process of making diamonds. You're so celestial. Made the sun and accomplished in your radiance. Now light reflects to illuminate your shine as if your aura was mystical. So when I say Alex devoured that, I mean they turned their obstacles into rotisserie chicken and you chewed perfection off the gristle. The term, you ate that, also known as you ate that down. Brewed from ballroom culture, from a group of people put out the kitchen by their family and forced to find alternative ways to eat, other ways to cook, from a people that was always meant to starve yet be a meal for America's hungry body to consume. Indifference was given to them for rations and still decided to show up as their full selves, choosing to serve while digesting to hate. So when I said that the poets tonight ate that, it means that it looks like you left absolutely nothing, no crumbs on the plate, belly full from a feast that God prepared for you in the presence of your enemies. You are the definition of when preparation meets opportunity. You spent this past year in prep mode, cooking. This year, 2026, we're going to sit down and feast, be satiated, because that's how you was always deserved to be. It's how you recharge after a long day of surviving this country that deems you hungry and unworthy, and yet you looking like you ain't missed one damn meal. I'm not stripping, it's just really hot in here, so I'm taking this. So that poem is something that I was working on a long time ago, like since August, I think. I was working on a poem since August. And I was still kind of like going back and forth, like I'm missing some touches. So as I was listening tonight, I was like, I got it. I need to put the poets for tonight inside of that poem, right? So thank y'all for that inspiration. Thank y'all for coming. I know the weather is shitty outside. I know parades going on, fuck them, right? You're right where you're supposed to be, right? So I'm going to tell y'all right now, thank you so much for coming, all right? In August 2020, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion released an ode to women enjoying sex and praise for the WAP, the majestic and body rejuvenating wet ass pussy. Conservative Ben Shapiro response was that he, as a conservative white man, have never seen such a thing. That his wife's lady parts have never been wet in his presence. That if the pussy is wet, then somehow it must be sick. You have never pleased a woman. With a long way to state that the only WAP your wife has experienced is your whack-ass patriarchy. That she has never fantasized about you even after the limp, overcooked noodle. It seems that she decided to cook and clean to get her way because the alternative was heartbreaking. With a long way to state that you are so unattractive that the mere thought of you would make every woman in a 50-mile radius leg slam shut. That you don't have a Mack truck of any size and there's no garage that wants to house you, I bet. I bet your wife has never been satisfied, so I'm praying for her. It seems that you have no clue how a woman's body works, so therefore I'm praying for your daughters too, dear God. Please protect all women from men like him. He's a certified geek, 7 days a week. His opinions are trash and his dick game weak. Please protect all women from this rat-ass penis. Get your boots and your coats to flee. Ass penis, you went to college and paid tuition for your whack ass penis. Man, you are lame because you believe in your whack ass penis. Not in the food chain, no one will eat you because your opinions are trash because you're a bottom feeder. Big D stands for the biggest denominator between your stupidity and your hypocrisy. To be you, your dumb ass is strange. You asked who was it the last time you was having sex with your wife, but she was asleep. And the person she was dreaming about didn't even have a name. Now from the top, make it drop. That's some clumsy patriarchy. And I get a bucket and a mop, that's some rat patriarchy. I'm talking wop, that's whack ass patriarchy. Macaroni in the pot, lactose intolerant archy.
Stay right. Have any cash? Go ahead on and put that in a bucket of support. He'll be able to tell you how to pay him. But I hope he didn't go too far because I need him back up here. Oh shit. I need y'all to put y'all hands together one more time for Akim Olage.
I feel like that poem was self-explanatory. Did any explanation? No. Y'all understood that? On my last date with the woman, I swear I did everything right. Made her smile, made her laugh. Then she said, Akim, tonight when I fuck you, I'ma break you.
As she should. As she should.
She thought this was sexy because she did not know about those in my childhood that have succeeded in this task. A woman that made me taste her blood, a man that made me bleed adults, whose idea of sexy was exorcism, me, a lifeless sacrifice that wanted me to record the acts of hell and goosebumps written like braille sprawled across my collarbone, adults who wanted my soul to vacation my body and never come back until after that came in the morning. You want to know how to break me? Says the shattered bones to the car crash, the broken levee to the hurricane, this broken man to his dates. You cannot break someone that has hell quake and erupt on his skin, and yet he's forced to walk around like nothing is wrong with this boy. Now a man that can't feel love from anyone anymore, and now he's forced to act like nothing is wrong with this boy that only knows what it's like not to feel loved.
Come on.
If this body came with a manual on how to love someone as damaged as was never read as instructions, but as a list of warnings. It would say, warning, he's uncomfortable having absolute control of your body and makes him feel like he has become just like his rapist. Warning, Don't grab his neck. It would trigger a flashback, and the ripple effect of his time travel never seems to end well afterwards. Don't be surprised at his sudden need to cuddle. His connection to your flesh is absolutely necessary. It helps him differentiate between you and the brimstone skin that has rocked him into a hardened shell that we refer to as a man that sometimes chooses lonely over love because he's afraid that if his scars touch the sunlight, everyone would know that his Achilles heel looked like skeletons in his family's closet. This man that has not claimed his body as his own yet, this man who is trying desperately to love you. So whatever you do, don't forget to love his back. It's all part of the process of loving this broken thing called Akim back together again and going forward. Never demand sex from him. You will remind him of his childhood demons, and once he views you as the devil, he will never want to make your body his heaven. Look him in the eyes. Before, during, and afterwards, the connection in your gaze was a luxury that was never afforded to him throughout his childhood trauma. If he ever gets, and as he's driving, if he ever gets lost, that moment will help bring her back. Kiss him before he goes to work in the morning. That time will help bring her back, and when you decide to love him, have every intention to make it forever, like you want his soul and body laying next to you. Come the morning. That was a blast of 2019. That held for champion of the group competition. As our winner before COVID hit and the company decided to dissolve. Poem was the first poem I did the night that I won Arabs. And at the time, Button Poetry, to put it, Button Poetry wanted to put that on their, their station. I was like, I'll let you have two, but this is about now. And the reason being is because it took a minute for Button Poetry that, rock with your boy, right? There was times where I won those first 3 titles, and they literally put videos up of everybody I beat and not beat. Right? So, shady as fuck, right? It was basically because, Slam New Orleans came from the South. It wasn't expecting the South to have no hitters, and we fucked them up 3 years in a row. They didn't know how to deal with it.
Talk about it. Talk about it. The South got something to say.
Got something to say, right? So that one is strictly for right about now. Love you, Button Poetry. Thank you for coming around to your boy in 2016. 6 years after I first won. But since the beginning, right about now, I have been rocking with me, right? Point blank, period. So thank you, Safi. Thank you for looking out. Whenever I do college shows, the videos, I send them, or right about now videos. If it wasn't for Safi, I probably would not even have a career as a poet right now. So I want to send that thanks to Safi. Round of applause for Safi one time, right? I have 2 more poems I want to share with y'all before we're going to get kicked out the stage. No, it's all right, baby. Do whatever you need. So, I had dreamed my eyes greeted, my soul belonged in your hands. You are the only dream I've had that I've ever wanted to come true. I've shouted and I'm a poet and protect, cherish you through sickness. Wow. My anger with a smile, how your smile contains the magic for all my bad days. I swear I think I loved you before. I have dreamt of this very moment before. I think I loved you before there was concepts or words to explain concepts or letters to explain words. for example, out of the word love. L was not even a letter until the 14th century AD. V and E became a letter. V and E became a letter around 4th century BC, but O is as old as the Egyptian hieroglyphs, so by saying even properly define itself, maybe we were both holding hands on the sphinx, on the hieroglyphs of the pyramid. Maybe this love had been around since humans are ancient. Maybe in the last lifetime we were both lions, a pride with two kings. Or maybe we were both goats on a mountain surrounded by. Maybe we were both wolves torn to each other by the way that we howl at the moon. I don't care if in the next lifetime if I'm a plate and you're a spoon. As long as I'm in a place setting where you are always by my side. It's like they had to make edits in the Bibles in 1940 in order to speak out against this blasphemous happening. It would not survive, but here we are. Sending you my very breath and life in your heartbeat just so happens to be the sweetest melody I've heard in my entire life. I swear, I think I loved you before. This very moment before, I mean, I loved you before there was even a before, and if this is a dream, I have no intention on waking up any time soon. Am I out of time? Sorry, how much? Okay,
Take your time, actually.
All right. All right. So this is my last poem. Thank y'all so much. I have jewelry for sale. Everything that I'm wearing right now is handmade by me, minus the earrings. Everything you see outside is handmade by me. I have books for sale. If you buy a book and buy jewelry, the books are $5. If you just buy the books by themselves. Is that Amonika Perkins?
Only $5.
Ami? I don't have my glasses on. I thought that was somebody from high school. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see past the first row. Demons but still find themselves looking in the mirror saying that they don't deserve to be happy, that they actually deserve the pain. I'm here to say fuck that voice. That voice of self-doubt will have you looking at yourself saying the most untrue things to your reflection. So in case you haven't told yourself today, I'm here to remind you that you got this. And you're looking good while you're getting it. You're rating it. You're special. Even if your life is a mess, you look like you got it all well put together. You look like feathers. Aspire to be you. That study your movements on how to be fly. Even if this next statement is false, act like it's true. You look like you got good credit. You look fortunate. You look like you could put your foot in some soul food. You look like you can make any curse taste like a miracle. When you ran that outfit. A love to make the impossible able. You look like favor is not fair, but yet you're the one that's always favorable. You look like you identify as the shit. As for you in the future, hold so much joy your body won't be able to contain it. And people will think you got life all sold up because you called out all your was spoken, but you out here prancing like business against you. You look like what you are, which is everything. And how silly it is for you to ever think otherwise. Thank you so much for your time, New Orleans. It's a joy to be home. For your time, New Orleans. It's a joy to be home. Like I said, this is the first time in my life I've ever just been an artist without an architect job holding me down. When I show you a picture, you're gonna be like, Hey, thank y'all so much. I'll be in the back. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I can't come back.